All right, hello. Welcome to another episode of the Baylor Dynasty. There's a lot of different things going on, a lot to talk about. First off is, if you look at the screen, the text looks a little bit different. That's because I implemented a different, score bug, if you will. I was kind of getting tired of the one that we had. It wasn't bad. The ESPN one's not bad, but the one I have now is Fox 2020. From the year 2020, and so it looks pretty nice. I like the text. It just looks a lot different, and it's just pretty cool. So like a score bug changes the text of like everything and how things look, and honestly I really like it. It looks a lot better. Obviously we have K-State this week. I have a lot to talk about, one being the last couple episodes. I do apologize. When I did get this new mic, there has been some issues. Specifically with my voice, it sounds like I'm in a box, and that's because, just one moment, luckily I was able to figure out the problem. It's this thing. So there's another one here, but it's a lot smaller. Well, in comparison, I hope this recording sounds good, but this is like extremely thick in between, so audio isn't getting out as well as it could be. And so whoever designed this thing, I don't remember what it's called, it's not a pop filter, because a pop filter is a whole different thing, but I mean it kind of is like a family member of a pop filter. Whoever designed that thing, they need to go play, because they need to figure out what they're doing, because I don't like any of it. I realized when I added mine from my other mic that, oh damn, it sounds a lot better. It doesn't sound like I'm so boxed in, like I'm trapped, and so I like it. And so it's a little bit better. The mic audio itself is better, the quality is better, because I mean that mic is, like I said, it's from 2014, so it's got about a decade's worth of time and rust on it. So yeah, this is gonna be kind of an experimental episode. I hate to say this because we're changing up a lot of things. Has nothing to do with the gameplay per se, but the last couple episodes have been extremely choppy, and so I gotta figure out something. So I took a look at some videos on how to properly get OBS to not do that, because obviously it just happens and then it doesn't happen and then it happens. You know how some episodes go perfectly and then others don't. Obviously it could still be the fact that it's just simply out of my control, but I do feel like there's something that I can do, and so I fixed a bunch of settings on OBS that kind of concerned me in terms of I had almost every setting wrong. I don't know where I got the settings from. I think it was classic where I thought I could make the best settings, but there's better settings out there, so that's good. So we started with the settings, and then the gameplay itself. There's this MSI Afterburner thing for the computer. Shout out to Dane for that. That was a miracle. And so I was able to turn up my GPU and stuff, so hopefully it doesn't start freezing. I also decided to minimize OBS. I kept it open typically while I was playing because I wasn't sure if that was the reason why I was choppy or not. If, having it minimized, maybe it's not as powerful. I don't know what's going on. Then the last setting on OBS I changed was the quality of it. It's still going to be in 4K. I checked it. It's still in 4K, but it might not have as much stress on it in terms of resources. It looked just about the same. Didn't really check the gameplay aspect of it, so we'll find out this episode, like I said, with it being experimental and whatnot. I guess other good news, I'm fully caught up now. I mean, that's pretty cool. Like, this episode is the most recent one, and every other episode's been edited, so that's nice. I was really excited about releasing my beat that I made for the frequency that happened just a couple days ago, and that was good. There is a surprise that has to do with this, and Richard Reese. I was going to show you guys it a couple episodes ago. Unfortunately, I just stopped. But let's take a look at this Heisman watch. And yeah. 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 I'm proud of him. Dude, he has been so good to us. Completely slept on. I mean, dude, what a turnaround season. You look at 2013, our first season, he's gotten a little more carries, but he is a better back. You know, you see what 0.7 does. You know, he's consistent, but he does have, look at that difference, 88 to 134 a game. Like, that's execution. That's what we like to see. His rushing touchdowns, unfortunately, with Richardson coming in a lot, it hasn't really been up there, but he's still leading in Heisman. And then look at the yards after first hit. I mean, it's just improving. Same amount. Like, his longest rush, though, this year is a 31. That's where you know he's a power back, but he's pretty good. I mean, we'll take a look at some other guys. You got Gavin Chuck. This guy's a sophomore. Caleb Jackson, a sophomore as well. We've got a lot of young halfbacks. And then Tyrone Birch, the SSS, if you aren't aware, I design it. So these guys are recruits. So S is for 4-star, SS is for 5-star, SSS is for a 5-star that is the number one in their position, which he happened to be the number one quarterback on the last year. So good for him. He was leading earlier in the season in terms of this Heisman watch, but now he's dropped almost entirely out of the race, and we have just gone up in the race. So I'm really proud of Richard Reese. However, there is something that I gotta do. So you think about real life, and I know, like, man, I've had situations myself where, like, I've kind of, like, just gone with the video game aspect. But when a guy wins Heisman, he's typically just going to the draft, right? I mean, let's be real. Yeah, he might return for the most part. I mean, he's a sophomore, so good for him. But what else does he really have to prove? Think about it. You're here in college to prove that you can play on Sundays. Right now, if he wins Heisman, what more does he have to prove? He is the definition of a back that is ready to go and play on Sundays. Think about how he's transformed this program. We were 8-5, we're undefeated this season, 10-0, which, you know, obviously we can drop a lot, but still a 10-win season, that's still improvement. We see, like, Travis Hunter winning Heisman, you know, Caleb Williams winning Heisman. It isn't necessarily about the win-loss ratio that they got going on. It's about how they can contribute to the team and what they're able to do. Point being is, if he happens to want to go to the draft, I can't stop him. I want to. Who do we have next? Bryson Washington? You know? I did some thinking about this today, and I was like, dude, I gotta let him go. I know it would be so easy to convince him to stay. Just say, hey, you'll win the Heisman again. You know? But that's just not... Like, I want this dynasty to mean something and not just be something you can abuse. I want it to mean something. I mean, obviously, you see it. All these guys on our team have never been edited through their overall. They come as they are, and this is execution, right? So if this man wants to go to the pros, and he's a 7th-round pick at best for some reason, so be it. I'm going to let him go. I'm going to convince anyone else. But when you win something like this, the Heisman, arguably the best trophy to win, right? Best award to win. If you're winning that, I have no say. You know, I can convince him as much as I want, but what if he just gets injured? You know, the next season and the next season, what if he's just injured? He gets the medical redshirt, sure, with the gift of the medical redshirt tool that is not available in stock NCAA 14. But still, you know, like, I want these guys, I want their stories to, like, actually make sense and go on. Now, obviously, I don't remember entirely if NCAA 14, if he can go to the draft as a sophomore, but I'm pretty sure he can. I'm pretty sure it's only freshmen that can. Freshmen just go to the portal. typically in stock NCAA. So obviously now I think it's junior year that you can declare for the draft, but otherwise you can't do it as a sophomore, right? So what I'm thinking is I think you can, because I think I've seen it before where they will go as a sophomore, but that's the first year that they can. If he goes, I'm not going to stop him. I want to stop him because my team needs it, but I'm not going to stop him. If he wants to stay and wants to fucking play another game, another fucking season, then let him. But if he doesn't, I'm going to let him go. I'm going to let him go. Hopefully he lands in, like, I'm going to say Miami, but no. How about Tampa Bay? You know, somewhere warm. Or Texas, Dallas, the Cowboys. But we're going to take a closer look at the conference standings. I've not shown this the entire year, but it's that time of year, and it's very critical right now. So right now, I'm going to give you a little hint. I haven't spoken at all about this. Kansas has dropped the last 2 games. Yeah. If you remember, they had a 94% chance to make the playoff. They lost to K-State. They lost in OT against Iowa State, the team we just beat. And now they have us. They might have just low-key shit their season away. And it's not fair to them, because look at that stretch. Remember, that LSU team was number 2 in the country at that time. They won that game. West Virginia, Central Michigan that's having a decent season. I mean, look at their schedule. Oklahoma was number 1 at the time. Oklahoma State, I believe, was ranked. Excuse me. Dude, they've had a great season. Such a sad way to end it. Obviously, I'm not trying to say it's going to be a win automatically from us. I think that's still going to be a hell of a game, because they got the playoff to worry about. Like, they got to get in there, right? And so it's kind of scary, them going at Baylor. So we'll be at home, but dude, that shit's going to be crazy. Obviously, we have K-State this week, and that's the only team we're focused on right now. But very interesting to say. All we have to do, and hopefully we can do it. If we can't, I get it. But if we win this game against K-State at K-State, we've clinched the division. So that's good to see, because Kansas is a 9-2 team right now. So if we just win one more, we've clinched it. So it doesn't matter. If we lose against K-State, then the tiebreaker will be that Kansas and Baylor game for who goes to the chip for the conference championship. That might save us. We might still be safe in terms of getting to the playoff, but if we drop the next 2, that's going to be kind of tough. We're not number 2, by the way. I didn't update the rankings, and I don't plan on it because I already did a bunch of games, and so I'm just not going to do all that. We'll wait till next week, but we're like number 4 still or something like that. But obviously Kansas is now dropping, and they are desperate for this win against us, because if they don't have it, they don't get in that championship game, and they don't have the opportunity to boost up, and they might be out of the playoff, which is insane. Over here, because Virginia Tech killed Texas Tech, Virginia Tech is the team to be playing in the division. They also beat Texas, I'm pretty sure. Maybe I haven't watched that game yet. We'll take a closer look, but that game is like huge. Wait, no, I haven't seen it yet. I don't think I've seen it yet. Texas low-key controls their own destiny. Look at this. They're 3rd in the conference. They're 6-1, right? They're number 16. If they can beat West Virginia, and then they beat Texas Tech, they're front runners in their division. And now they're going to the chip, and now they're probably having a bid, because the Big 12's the second best conference. They're probably in that playoff. Isn't that crazy how they were almost counted out? They had like a 4% chance, and now they're controlling their own destiny, but they have to win out, and that's the scary thing. West Virginia is a good fucking team, and I think West Virginia won the game, but I don't know how. Well, I think I know how that happened because I watched some of the games, but it is still scary. Wisconsin is starting to drop, I believe. But I watched this game. Okay, so I did watch a game. They lost to Minnesota. They're out without their starting quarterback, Riley Leonard. He transferred there because I'm pretty sure he wasn't always there, was he? Am I tripping? And obviously, yeah, we know he's at Notre Dame now, but like, where was he before? I just don't remember. But anyway, he got injured, and yeah, their backup, I don't remember who it was, but he's not that good. But yeah, Minnesota was playing some ball, and look at fucking Boise State. They're probably in that conference championship. Dude, I hate this. I hate everything about this. What happened? They were just getting smacked. I mean, look at that schedule though. That's a rough stretch, especially with the, like, this is as Nebraska, unfortunately, right now as it gets, where we just, we do something, but we don't look offensively dominant. Yeah, I don't like that. And then we lose a one-score game. Then we just get killed. Kind of reminds me of the Indiana game. And then killed. That one is just devastating to see. We lost to Purdue. And then we beat Northwestern by 1 point. Then we lose to Boise State, which Boise State I added to this conference because I want them to at least showcase they're doing something, and it looks like they are. And then we got Iowa. Man. Okay, I'm sorry for rambling so much, but I think this is really interesting in terms of what we got going on. I like talking about this. We're at the end of the season where it's super important. So it looks like we play at night, so we'll be able to see the final score. I'm just going to let it play out. Normally I watch these type of games, but I'm going to let it play out. And then we did watch a couple other ones, so it looks like I've been going crazy. We watched the Georgia game. Don't remember exactly what happened in that game, but it looks... Oh, yeah, Georgia was pretty dominant, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, he had a pretty good game. Beck. And then, yeah, Simpson, he was all right, but I'm pretty sure he got, like, sacked a ton of times. Yeah, 7 times. But so did Tyrone Birch. Oh, no, he didn't. He got sacked 3 times. He played a hell of a game. And then Clemson, I just wanted to take a look at them to see if they were as good as they actually are, and they're good. They're a good team. Look at that. I mean, oh my God, he threw 5 picks, 400 yards. I love these Sims. But Klubnik, I did get an update where I'm able to add 50 points to each recruit, so that's nice. There's another scary thing. My bad. I don't mean to go back into it, but we have 12 scholarships remaining. That's extremely terrifying considering that the scholarships go based on as well with the transfer portal. So as soon as we run out of scholarships, every recruit that we tried to get or trying to get, they're done. You immediately reset and they lose all interest in you. Especially if you offer them a scholarship or just in general. So they just aren't interested and they will stop going after you. So we are in a very, very scary spot right now. I really don't like it. But, there's not much we can do. We might have to fully commit, unfortunately, to the transfer portal knowing this information. Also, I discovered something. We have a ton of helmets. I don't know what took me so long to figure this out, but we have a ton of helmets. K-State is so basic. Purple tights. All right, that's what they're going to run. I mean, I wish they had like a purple pant, but pants, they don't. Okay, so looking at the helmets, so we have the gold, but we have other ones too. So I thought that was it. I think I added some new ones. But there's some other ones in here too. So you kind of take a look. I like this one. This was probably what we're gonna run. Because I kind of like that, or like a blackout. This gold chrome looks pretty nice too, I'm not gonna lie. Or like, look at this throwback one. This one might actually be cool. Okay, this is what we're gonna run. Completely different look than what we normally run, but I like it. Sorry, taking a little longer than usual, but I'm excited. I'm excited for what we got going on here. This program, we need to go play. We need to go out there and play. We need to go play. Yep. So this is a huge game for us. Obviously, K-State is, you see that 3-3-3 on the right side for K-State in terms of their yardage. But this is a huge game for us. You think about our implications. I mean, I've been talking about every other team's implications. Our implications are having the chance second year to go to the chip in terms of the conference championship and have at least a look at that playoff. That's amazing. But first, we got to get through probably the most scrappy team in the history of the NCAA, K-State. These guys don't quit. They don't quit. I played a couple plays to test out the recording. I got fucking drilled. Richard Reese was getting drilled. So these guys came to play. That's for sure. Our defense is looking a lot better. I'm honestly pretty impressed. I know we're still 85th, a lot better than last year, though. Looks like they have a 4-star halfback. Their strong safety is injured right now. Dude, that's scary. Old hamstring, but he's probable. Oh, this is a huge game. K-State is 6-4 and ranked. That flag looked glitched. That's all right. Hey, the boys, the couch. Oh my, that guy looked mean mugging. That guy's definitely gonna be the thumbnail behind the coach. Bill Snyder, Family Stadium. Remember that guy? He said he would die on the field. He basically did. What was he, 90, still coaching? I love that. Let's go, dude. I also added some new stadium sounds to our team. Also, look at the score bug down at the bottom. It looks so much cleaner. I feel like it's just simple. Why are you returning that? Ole Miss got that win down there against Texas A&M. I like a Sark screen. Just getting cute like Sarkasian. Am I Richard? Race? Oh, God. We had no blockers on that left side either. I'm going to take a closer look at that. Like, I trusted in that play, but what happened? Okay. Oh, what is he doing? Why are you going quick for 20? Get that left side, dude. Get 19. We had numbers. We had a situation. If Cameron held his block, see, Cameron has no business. Look, why is he looking at 19? Why not 43? I don't like that at all. What? Dude, he got crossed. Dude, how do you get crossed that bad? Bobby. Never know what can happen to him. My God, dude, this is what I was talking about. Those boys are hitting hard. Dude, this time just block. Block properly. We've done it before. And look, they're in zone, so this is perfect. What are we doing? I like B. What are you doing? Nick Thomas. What was that? Dude, we have a favorable situation. This is textbook. Throw it to the end zone. Why are you throwing it in? To be picked. Oh, no. Dude, that is frustrating. That's a situation. We had something going there. We had a great design. That's when I need to perhaps touch past that. But I've bullet past that all year and been fine. I've been fine. We even have a shot at that playoff. We need to fucking figure it out now. I got him. Coach is definitely not pleased with our defensive execution. Dude, I'm trying to send blitz. Every time I do it, just have guys wide open. What am I supposed to do? 3rd and go. Come on. You just hear the just a crunch. I haven't heard that guy, Devontae Tizzino. That guy sounds amazing. That's the type of player you want at your program. Good job. Way to probably hold him to 3. Yep. Way to hold him to 3. Keeps us in the game. Dude, you just... I don't know if you've ever seen Urban Meyer. I say this to my friends Michael and Denicio all the time. But Urban Meyer, he had a habit of always like stressing. When he was stressing in games, he just wipe his nose like he was digging for something. Maybe an answer. What are you doing, 54? That'll make Urban Meyer do that. Right there. That's a perfect example. Dude, I want to see Big 12 fucking throw the ball deep. Pray and hope for something. And Urban's definitely going like that right now. Because these guys don't fucking quit. They don't quit. Such an unfortunate series of events. One thing is, we don't quit. We gotta go play. We gotta go play. Alright. I see what that means. Give Richard Reese the ball. He's just been getting drilled. Illinois beat Nebraska 38-10. When I saw that in the sim, I was so disappointed. Maybe get some SART screens going. Better ones, though. Like an HB slip screen or something. What is that about, dude? We are not executing at all right now, and I don't like that. They're doing a 3-3-5 defense, but look how, like, dude, they just are the definition of K-State right now. This is the K-State team that I was talking about. These guys don't fucking quit. So your read is just figuring out who it is. Go play. Because, yeah, you could be like, oh, hold it. Well, dude, he's just going to see me. He's going to see me hold the ball. Whoa, he's wide open. Well, seems like life and the universe has other plans for us today. Right now, we're getting embarrassed on a global scale. This K-State team's hot, and we need to do something about that now. Come on, Kevin, get through the block. It's just one of those, unfortunately, we're going to have to just crack open another one. Just crack open another one. Everything's going to be okay. Well, this is our biggest deficit of the year. So right now I want to see how the boys are going to respond to this. How does it feel being down 21-0 or like 21, my bad. But 24-3, you know what I'm saying. How do you feel about that? What type of emotions are running through you? Are you giving up or are you ready to go play a little more? We can come back. You know, we got to have a level head, and unfortunately, in my last days on 2K, it has not been the case. But here we are here in this situation, being able to make up for it. He's got to step on him. He can catch it, it's a touchdown. It starts there with simple execution. Now the next aspect is stopping them. Whoa, what's going on? Dude! Halfback isn't guarded. We got to get a turnover. This is the first time all season a team's been able to get onto the other side of the 50 on a kickoff return. We have a pretty good kickoff coverage team, but like obviously against AI, that's known. Understood. Come on. Our defense is getting absolutely dismantled right now. The worst thing you can do, though, is quit on these guys. All season, they have battled. They have tried their best. Yes, it's not pretty. We made a couple mistakes. Rip that ball out. That's typically a fumble animation right there, but we weren't able to get it. I'm telling you, we're going to make a good play here. Maybe not this drive, but overall, we'll be okay. Just got to focus. Calm. Collected. That's tough. Holy shit, dude. What a game. What a game from these boys. Most interesting thing I'll say about myself is normally I would be very demoralized off of something like this. Like, I mean, this sucks. For some reason, it just feels necessary. Like, there's some greater aspect going to this, and it's really good. Like, I'm just sure of it later in the year or time, whatever. There's something much greater that's going to come out of this. And all I have to do is just be. My bad. Good job. I missed him early, but honestly, it's best that he cut back in. So he was just going to run out of bounds there. I think the most important thing is I hope you guys are able to see this. This is a great Kansas State team, and it's just dominating the game. We're trying our best, being who we are, to come back and do what we can, but this is a good team. Like, these guys are playing with heart. They're playing like they have nothing to lose. We're playing like we have everything to lose. And we just need to change kind of that aspect. That killed us too. I mean, that fumble 6, K-State, they're scrappy. They're going to do shit like that. But, we still have a whole nother half to go play. If we can start to get stops defensively, I think that could be the change of this game. I think Nick Thomas isn't going to quit. I think that he's dialed in. Obviously, too, we have 12 rush yards. Richard Reese is not involved at all. Probably the fan base, everyone base, is probably feeling some type of way about that in terms of why is he not getting the ball. He's the front runner for Heisman. You were just talking about this a couple minutes ago. We'll try to get him more involved. All right. That's about just trying to be as open as I possibly can. 12 rush yards is a problem. But you see the way those boys are flying. Look at that bottom score. West Virginia beat Texas in OT 47-44. But yeah, I'm not going to quit on these guys. Sure, probably need to get Richard Reese a little more involved. And we're at the deficit to do so. But when you're down 10-31, I'm sorry, but we need to go to the air. We need to trust in our capabilities. We have Jackson and Baldwin on the edge and a number of other people who can get involved as well and make a difference. So, yes, at this point now, get a stop, get Richard Reese involved in the game. But we got to force a turnover because it doesn't look like we can stop these guys right now. Typically send more blitz, but this is it. Come on. Yes. Great. They always pass that to him. I notice it's almost like a screen. It will always, on that play, for some reason, always go to that guy. Now, unfortunately, I wasn't out there. It's like the screenplay in NCAA 14 base game, which I don't have that anymore. Dude, come on. He's got to rip that ball out. Dude, what's his carrying? Like fucking 97 or something? Like, we got him at a 3rd and 4, though. This is the best case scenario that we've seen. Let's go out there and play. Come on. Come on, make a play, make a play, make a play. That's on me. I love my guy. I didn't think he was going to run to the first down line, and that's my fault. That is all on me. Nice hit. Great hit there. What is it? Roberts Day. Nice. Sophomore guy. Plays with a lot of heart. Let's go. Come on. Come on. This is typically the formation that they run that post route, so be ready for it. Yep, it's there. I called it, but that left side's just wide open because I can't control that. But that's okay. You know, we're doing our best. We're all right. We got to continue to keep fighting, not quit. I'm there. Damn. That's tough. These are pretty important moments right now, especially when you're down like this. You just got to keep playing. This is where character is built. Really built. Do you see how they're getting in the backfield? I know we got 7 yards out of that, but that was kind of glitched. Richard Reese, unfortunately, we're going to have to get him involved somehow, but it's just not going to be in the way that you typically think. Jesus, just getting drilled. Just gonna have to lower your shoulder in there, Nick. Good. Way to do it, and way to win. Get a stop. That's the opposite of getting a stop. That's on me. No. Oh my God, we went for 2. Why did we go for 2? Two at the bottom of the screen. Damn it! Passed it to the wrong guy. Way to not quit. Way to not give up on the game. Way to not say no. I think of this almost like a 2K rec game where you're down. It looks like the end is decided already for you. Yeah, we didn't win this game. Yeah, we had an opportunity to win the game. But you know what? I don't think that's the biggest lesson here. I think the biggest lesson is that you didn't quit. We didn't quit. I'm on camera. I didn't quit. I didn't get down on myself. Sure, was I quiet? Absolutely. As I should be. I was pissed. K-State's gotten us twice now. We're 0-2 against K-State and in this dynasty. But the most important thing for me is I'm so proud of myself to continue. A lot of people, like I said, you think about 2K rec, you think about anything. A lot of people are just going to quit when they see that type of deficit. I mean, dude, we were down 38-17. I mean, dude, we were getting killed. You're getting killed. But we didn't stop. We didn't quit. I don't know why we went for 2. But that would have been so beautiful of an ending. But you know what? I think the ending itself is still beautiful. We still fought. we tried our best, and it just, at the end of the game, we just made a mistake. That mistake cost us the game. Who knew? Maybe a mistake happened later, at the goal line or something like that. We had no timeouts. We had plenty of time. But you never know, honestly. And so, yeah, it sucks. It sucks to end our undefeated season like this, but it doesn't. At the same time, this is the best way to end an undefeated season. Because we fought. We were getting killed. Like I said, I have to say that again. We were getting killed. And instead of letting that score just reflect the final, we continued to fight. We were at a 14-point deficit for so long, and we just kept trying, and we eventually made plays, and we got in a position to win the game. Having the drive, I just made a poor read. Guy was playing zone, thought he was playing man. It sucks. Dude, that's what makes a channel. That's what makes a channel. Dude, Nick Thomas had a hell of a game. Hell of a game. I know I was arguing with him for a while, but hey, how about on that other side? Dude, Avery Johnson played a hell of a game. Yeah, we didn't get Nick Thomas. We didn't get Richard Reese as involved, but we found our formula to come back in the game. And that's all that matters. Yeah, sometimes your star player is not going to get touches like that, and he didn't. But I don't think the fact that he didn't have the ball in his hands, I don't think that was the reason why we lost. I think the reason that we lost is because we just made a mistake at the end of the game, and unfortunately that's just how it turned out. I'll show our defensive stats and then we'll continue forward. But, Bobby stepping up after getting crossed, that's good. Me, I had a sack, technically. Kyler Jordan as well, playing great. Now, I'm proud of the boys. I actually am. We're as scrappy as K-State. Had we had a better start, we were just as unstoppable as they were. But unfortunately, some of those third downs, when we got that turnover, immediate 3 and out, glad we kicked the ball back. But, that's just a great team on the other side. This isn't a channel where I'm asking for perfection. In fact, I kind of like us having one loss. Let that loss, soak within us because it'll help boost us. It's so much better. Look at that comeback at the top right. Look at that. It is, 17-20 to 10? They came back 24 in the fourth. For me, sometimes it's better. It's kind of like there was a quote by someone. I don't remember who it was. It might have been fucking Kirk, and I hate it. But there was a quote that said, sometimes it's better to throw the pick than to be, perfect, right? It's better to throw the pick than be 10 for 10, 11 for 11, because what happens is you become so obsessed with the fact that you're perfect in that situation that you don't play the game the same way that you started it, And so sometimes having a loss like this, being 10-0, sometimes a loss is actually going to benefit you more because now you're not thinking about, I need to be undefeated and now I need to win. No, now it's like, okay, the undefeated season's over. We had a great run. I'm really proud of us. It was a lot better than last year. But now we can go play. Yeah, K-State, you talk about what happens in the future in terms of this channel. What happens to year 3? That game is I feel like is gonna have, if there are people watching, they're going to see this. They're gonna be like, dude, that K-State next year game is gonna be incredible because we know that the intensity of that game is so important. Think about it. It was 45-29 last year, I'm pretty sure. Now it's 45-39. So we're moving. Now, can we win next year? But, dude, I'm so proud of the boys. And, I get it. I'm going to let the games go. But I get it. A loss sucks. But just like I said earlier when we were down, I was like, dude, for some reason it feels necessary. Like it's just necessary. Now, if we lost 45-17, that would suck. But I'm proud of us to continue to focus. It's a demoralizing loss, but still there's power within it if you know how to channel it. Now, to most people would be like, oh, it's just a game. Well, it's not. It's not just a game. I mean, look at how much heart we have in this dynasty and what we're trying to achieve here. There's a lot going on here. It's more than just a game. Dude, this is a piece of life, of soul. If you think of a soul and you think of fragments of a soul, this is going to be it. Like, come on. Oh, good. He's ready for a visit. We can schedule him this week. Same thing with Michael Harris. That means we could potentially sign these guys this week. Oh, Coach of the Year finalists. Oh, look at all the finalist shit we got going on here. But yeah, I'm going to let you guys go. It's been long enough, but we have an exciting next game coming up. 17 is not their actual ranking, but it's probably accurate. It's probably pretty close. But then and again, like the website gets it pretty accurate. They'll still probably be in the top 14 because this is such a big game in terms of yeah, the stage is set. This game decides whether or not we're going to the conference chip, or they're going to the conference chip. So this has just been drawn up beautifully, and it almost reminds me of like an Ohio State Michigan game. But yeah, honestly, it reminds me of an Ohio State Michigan game where both teams are fucking like they're neck and neck, and they save their game for last because they know they both have a great chance of making that chip. And here we are, I guess, Kansas. Normally we played someone else, don't we? It's weird how we happen to play Kansas this time, so I'm excited. But I hope y'all have a great night. It's TMD, that man Drin. See ya.